Welcome to another episode of What Will Sticky Infuse This Time. Today, one of my all-time favorite comfort foods is hot wings. I love them to death. I always eat them, especially during football season. But I try to have hot wings at least once a week. I love hot wings. They're a comfort food for me. So I'm going to show you how I make my infused hot wings today. All right, so for this next one, we're going to be infusing chicken wings. Always a great party snack. I've already rubbed down my chicken wings with infused olive oil. I've added a little infused salt, but I'm going to add a little bit more after I had mixed it up. But you guys know how to prep and fry your own wings. I'm going to air fry mine at 390 degrees for about 28 minutes. Well, about 12 to 13 minutes, and then flip them and do another 12 to 13 minutes. So, and then just because Sticky likes to do it, I'm going to go ahead and add in my sticky powder. Just add a little bit of that sticky bud flavor. All right, there you have it. Now normally I would let these sit, well, I'm going to let them sit for about 10-15 minutes. Just kind of let it all kind of sink into the skin and marinate a little bit in there. And then I'll get them in the air fryer. I will spare you guys all that hassle. If you have an air fryer, you know how to make wings. If you don't have an air fryer, I'm sure you know how to do it with oil. If not, look it up. It's really simple to make fried hot wings. So, all right, so here we are. Our wings, all cooked and air fried, came out beautiful golden. Now let's go ahead and get working on that wing sauce. And we will be infusing that with infused butter, a little bit of lemon juice, and your favorite wing sauce you get from the supermarket. Again, I'm lazy. I'm not going to go through all that trouble. I'm cheap too, so I pick it up what the family likes or what I like the most. So let's go ahead and get these coated. All right, now we have our wing sauce in. I got about half a bottle of our favorite wing sauce that I want to put in here. And we're going to go ahead and add in the remaining amount of my infused butter. So this means I will have to make more. If you haven't seen that video, it is definitely on my site. I've already showed you guys how I make this butter. Get every little bit of that butter in there. We're going to add just a half a tablespoon, maybe 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. The reason I add the lemon juice is most store-bought wing sauces have a very vinegary smell and flavor to them, and my family's not big on the vinegar. All right, once we got our lemon juice in and we've got the butter and everything going, we want to go ahead and make sure we mix it up a little bit. Remember, we want to get all that butter in there. And I myself like to kick up the spices a little bit by adding in a little black pepper. Always good for flavor. And since this is Stickies wings, you know I have to add the sticky powder for flavor. Just a little bit, not too much. See? We want to bring this up to almost a simmer because we're going to use it to actually reheat the wings up since they've just come out of the air fryer. They're cooling down as we're making this sauce. All right, mine is starting to break a little bit. That's because I have more butter than I do wing sauce in there, which is okay. But now it's time to go ahead and get this over here and let's get them coated. So I'm putting the wings in a big bowl. We're going to take the wing sauce straight on here and just dump it right on in. All right, now we have the wings covered in the sauce. Right on here. Shake it up real good. And bam, we have hot wings. And there you have it. Beautiful hot wings, infused hot wing sauce, along with the wings were cooked in infused olive oil and infused salt to bring out their flavor. And also, of course, Stickies powder so that it brings that nice stimmy flavor from that sticky bud to your plate. This is usually served with a good salad. When I usually make this, I make it in very large batches for the whole family, and I serve it with a salad. Normally it's not infused, of course, but when I do it for me and the wife, I make the infused salad dressing along with the wings because it's a really great complement to each other. So to keep that in mind, if you want to know how to make the salad dressing, I do have a video on that as well. Well, there's another successful infused dinner, or lunch, or comfort food snack, whatever you like. Hot wings are my comfort food, so I figured I'd show you guys what I do when I want to really relax with a nice, good dish. Also, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, how much am I using out of all my stuff? What I put it on there? What am I making? Just to give you guys a rough outline, I'm not going to tell you exact percentages. You can do the math, but I use 25% and 14 grams that I extract from each and every time I make butter or olive oil or sugar or salt. Salt a little, I don't use all of it for salt. I'll usually mix that up between getting some RSO and infusing salt because you don't need a whole lot of the salt infused. The sugar you use quite more heavily. But that's about what I use every time I make some new stuff. And as you see during this hot wings dish, I will need to make some more butter. So it's off to the dispo and get ready to start more dishes. Till next time, stay sticky, my friends.